Alrighty, so let's get started here. Alright, so welcome to the 2025 World Tour. Where we ended off here is where the new farming district is. I'll say district. You can kind of see there's the Guardian farm. Over here there is a squid farm. And then underneath here is a kelp farm, but we also have villagers here. This is not anything new. This was already shown in the last World Tour, but still a really cool build. Where you're going to see the majority of the difference is going to actually be on the island, but we'll head over there. I don't think there's any major updates to this part of the island over here yonder. There's still the boat, there's still the 3 hot air balloons, but you will see a giant difference in the volcano because Gid's finally decided to start working on it again, which is awesome. And there should be a way around here. If not, it's fine, I'll just swim to shore. Fairly certain. Oh, there we go. It's been a minute since I've used this boat, but that's okay. Alright, now that we're well rested, see here, there's a potential that these docks weren't, but the whole idea here is that the buildings are a little bit crammed. We do our best to actually do the interiors of all the builds. So most of the builds, if not all of them, are done. On the interiors, I think I might have said that already, forgive my repeat of words. And then some of the houses are named. Trying to get rid of some of the lag in the server. We did start a project and it's not going over too well. I'm trying to replace the majority of the torches. I say that as we just walk past 2 of them with frog lights. But yeah, so we have the brother, and then this one I found on Pinterest. It's as if it's a living town. And then I think the last World Tour I had, there was no audio with it. It was just me walking, but this here was an ode to my brother and now sister-in-law's engagement. But if we go down here, we can kind of see where our nether portal is. Now the nether's not fully done, but we'll go in there and you can see where the design's taking us. It is a station, but it is not available. And honestly, we have not done much work on here. Now, if I was to take you down this way, which I'm not, that would show you the Christmas village. I am simply not doing a tour of the Christmas village. And then this here stand is actually taken by / inspired by our first Ender Garden server. And we'll go back into the overworld. Again, still lots of work to be done, but it looks fairly good. And this theme here will continue on whenever we go to the end, but that will be a little bit later in the game or in the tour. We did go ahead and close down. This was once our storage room. It is now closed, edited to look as such. And then we still have this pond. So nothing new here from what I remember. I think this is the only custom tree in the area. The goal here is anything with pink becomes a custom tree, but I just have not been doing that. That is not where my time's been. And to be honest, I really haven't played Minecraft at any significant amount for any significant amount of time this year. If I could get my words right, that'd be great. But we have a few libraries nestled into the whole game, or the whole world. And my cat Pepper is trying to bite my toes, which, if you've been bitten by kitten teeth, is not fun. All right, so let's go up the stairs first. And so we have this building. It's kind of like a mayor house type situation. Was kind of what I was envisioning, especially as I was doing the interior interior of it. So you can just imagine you're sitting here doing all your important paperwork, having important meetings over here, and then coming over here for a nice relaxing time by the fire after long heavy discussions over what to do with the town. And then if we come downstairs, this is not finished at all, and I might do some major work with it. As you can see, there's a zombie friend here, but I think I want to rip up all these floorboards. It's going to be a lot of work, but I do want to get rid of the torches, or as many torches as possible. And then above here, there is like a snake that wraps all the way around. So I do want to turn this into something kind of mythical at some point, but that some point is not going to be just yet. But if you're wondering what the floorboards have underneath of it, well, let me show you. Saw it before, very much so. But yeah, second portion there. And then we got like history, and some of this stuff has like essays from whenever I was in college. We actually have a gold farm over towards that way. I'm not going to show it today. But this is the new addition here. And so my brother Jonas was working on a book series. I think he's abandoned it, but it was going to be called Shadow Templar. But that was going to be filled out, transcribed into Minecraft here. But what I'm super excited about here is my recipes. I don't even know what this one is. Okay, soft pretzels. So it actually has the recipes in here. That way I can kind of see my recipes wherever I go in the world, because I have Minecraft on my phone. And then my husband will have ChatGPT write Adventure Time stories. And he reads those to me at night because he is a sweetheart. Not every night, it's just sometimes. But yeah, I got some gas, so everyone has their own personalized gas. I guess not personalized, but it's personal gas, and they're loaded over there. But there's no way to enter the other like viewing area, so it's just the gas up there. So again, this portion of the world seemed very minimal changes, and although there are torches underneath these stairs, I am not willing to dig up these floors, so too much work on that one, but the ones overhead can be changed. And now it's raining. So over here is where you're going to see the primary difference in the world. Where we're about to walk in was already pre-established whenever I did the last World Tour. There has been some edits or updates made, which include some interiors as designed by my sister Graceland. And she's done a really great work here. So the idea over here is that this is where the majority of the population lives. It's kind of a little bit most crazy, whether it's a house or whatnot. And then the majority of these houses have either been purely designed by me or redesigned by me after following some Pinterest. So the house shape for this one was from Pinterest, and then I redid some of the block pattern, but incorporating some of the new things. Most of these houses have yet to get their interiors, but this one's done, and she did a great job. Maybe not as crammed as some of the pumpkin patch, and what I would like to do next is over here, kind of where I put this little marker at, make a little sheep farm. Just little. But trying to fill in these gaps and make it feel more congested is something that I've been working towards. Making it a little bit more difficult to not follow the road as well. So while we do see all the horses here, we're not really sure where the barn is. But in fact, it's the barn that was already made. Move some things around, and we'll just jump the fence here. But as you can see, it's nothing changed from what you may have seen last time. And we'll sleep again. done some significant lack of live streaming, so the on the quick break, which was often there, is no longer. But here you got some people living here, right? But it's nothing crazy. You have it more fleshed out, a little bit more bright colors inside, and this is intended to be more rural but spacious for all of these. Little bunk beds on a quick break again. But let's cut back into the other area. And I'll be honest, this is hard for me to do a tour because of how I've set up the roads. It's not a perfect circle. So it's can be hard to get back on track. But here you can see like the magnitude of the congestedness. Like, oh, I have to come all the way through there just to get to some carrots. And trying to make it like a little tighter fit to get through places. And we'll try to speed this portion up. I don't think I added any houses, maybe that one, since the last go around. I did mark out where I want some more builds at. We're planning on putting a church around the crafting table. And then what I'm extremely impressed by is the new roof design by Gid. The real Goodster. He came back and didn't care for the roof he had previously built and is making this castle really, really cool. So very excited to see what he does there. Previously, there was the farms over here. He got rid of this and he actually redid the shoreline. And I'm going to fly away to come back to it so you can see. And of course there's some chests left over because why not? But he redid this entire shoreline and it looks amazing. Holy crap, he put in a lot of work on this. Oh my god, I think he's almost done. This is way closer to being done than what it used to be. Very impressed. Oh, I love the blocks. Okay. Still messy over here, but eventually we'll get through. And what in the world is this? I have no idea what this is. I have no idea. I know what this is. This is the sheep farm or the wool farm. And so there are farms that are hidden within the houses. Not every house, but some of them, just for it to make sense for AFKing in areas. But we have the city built with primarily like very light materials, very white. And then over here I want to do more colorful builds, but I haven't really blocked out much of that. But it's kind of looking at the tower and trying to keep everything very bright over this way. Probably more big builds. Nothing too crazy as far as the actual style of builds, but the color palette would like it to stand out a bit. That looks so good. I'm so excited for this to be done. We'll probably do some work over here eventually. I haven't done much other work. No, I haven't done any work actually now that I think about it over in this direction. But this is the entrance to the end. Very grand. I have not finished enough of the inside of this for it to be more grand. What I would like to do is do like a statue over here, maybe like something on this back wall. But these would be like tombs for royalty or something. But whenever you go down the tomb, you can see where we keep the same kind of theme as we did for the nether portal. I'm gonna be honest, I no longer like this interior. I think I hate it. However, I'm not willing to change it. So this gets us to the end. We are not going in the end because it needs some significant renovations. Probably like blow up the whole thing. we'll get back towards the city. I am very happy with how this is turning out. I just have to have the energy and motivation to make some changes. I think that's what I like about Minecraft and where I'm at with my playstyle now is I'm okay getting rid of things that I once built if I don't like it, or making some significant edits to things to make it even better. I did think that was a crazy amount of scaffolding. Nay, that's just the beacon that we have up. But eventually, yeah. So all those torches I would eventually like to be gone and have some hidden lighting. Oops. And that hidden lighting being with frog light. And that was my hip, if you could hear it. So we'll go down the road this way. It's nothing too crazy. Again, you've seen most of this. And I think had I went through this road, it would have been a little bit better to then show off these houses, right? But we do still have the old ruined, or in ruins, little castle lookout area. I still love this little campsite. It's so cute. Path going up. And another build I do want to make at some point is like a monastery and then put like all the cats in it. And I still really like this floor design. One of my favorites, to be sure, or to be for sure. Nope, that was a correct sentence. Sometimes I talk and I don't know if I'm making sense. And then wonderful, wonderful view out here. And he's still doing some work on the back of the castle. If I remember right, the intent is to make a dock. And I am going to get attacked by something over here, and I can't remember what. Oh, unless they moved it. There was a shulker. Yeah, there was a shulker over here, and it's gone. I wonder. Over here is a little mine shaft that had been made by one of the people that used to play on the server. I just added this section here so it looks more built in, and then we just leave it for historics. I'm definitely not going to fill in a mine shaft. That'd be crazy. Oh, that is new. That there is new. That looks very good. But I think he's making the castle bigger, maybe? Maybe it's a dock? But that is new, and I'm gonna go over here and look. That looks really good. Maybe it's hiding this. I'm not really sure what he's doing with it, but it looks very good. Good job, kid. Yeah, I love this castle. It's so cool. But yeah, that's it for the wrap up of 2025 World Tour. Not much Minecraft was played this year, but I'd like to think that when I did play Minecraft, it was fun. A little tedious at times, but not too bad, not too bad. Hopefully next year I get to play a little bit more, or at least I have the desire to play a little bit more, so we can get some more accomplished. And my plan is to do another World Tour when significant changes have been made. Less so in the middle of the year and more so probably next December. So till then, bye.